I'm about to go to church, but something that I do before I go to church is make my grocery list and kind of meal prep either the night before or right before I go to church. And so I wanted to kind of explain what I'm doing, because from there I go from church straight to the grocery store because it's on my way home. I already have my list, I already have everything I need ready to go, and it's really just simple, and it really helps me keep my costs down on my food, keep my costs down on my gas because I don't have to go back out to get the food, and just prep for the entire week so it saves me time. So first, let me tell you, I look around my house and see anything that I can have, what meals I can make, and what I need to fill in to make sure none of my food goes bad. And so I'm saving money because I don't have to go out and buy food because it's not bad. I don't have to go out and buy food that I don't need. So I've made my entire grocery list on that board over there, or my meals, and then out of that I have 4 items on my list that I don't have. 4 items. So the first one is salsa. So here's my list. So the first one is salsa. The next one is corn. I normally do a canned corn, but I'm going to price frozen corn and see which one is going to be the cheaper option. And then I will have pretzels and spinach. I normally get a bag of the spinach, and you'll see what I use that for, but I'm going to use that throughout the week. So let me show you my meals for the week. I'll kind of go in depth what it is, and then I'll take you through the meal prepping of the week, what I'm gonna have out, what I need to thaw, what's already good, and we'll go from there. Okay guys, so welcome to my grocery list. So for my breakfast this week, I'm going to have smoothies and oatmeal. I already have the oatmeal packs. And smoothies, I already have the mixed berries that I'm going to be using. I already have the milk that I'm going to be using. I'm going to put spinach in the smoothies, so that is why I'm getting smoothies. So that's my breakfast for the week. My lunch/dinners, I mix them so I don't get bored. I have quesadillas. I already have the tortillas from tacos that I had last week. Same with the cheese and the sour cream and the black beans. Depending on how the price of chicken thighs is, I decided I'm also going to possibly get those. And then I have corn on the list. So they'll be loaded quesadillas, very filling, very delicious. The next thing I have is a shrimp pasta Alfredo. I already have the pasta. I already have a can of Alfredo sauce. I already have the shrimp. They're already cooked. All I have to do is kind of heat them up. They are in my deep freeze, and then I will add spinach to that as well. The next thing is cod, green beans, and rice. I have the rice, I have the green beans, and I have the cod, so I'm good there. I may not make all of this week, by the way, but they're ideas so I don't go out to eat, I don't get bored, or I don't go, oh my gosh, what am I going to eat? So for snacks, I have some carrots in my fridge, so I'm going to be eating that. I have some leftover mixed nuts, so I will be eating those. Pretzels are great because if you can't get bored of them, just because you can keep making seasonings for them, different seasonings, like a Chex Mix seasoning, a spicy seasoning, a sweet seasoning. Chocolate chips, I don't buy chocolate bars unless I'm really craving something specific. I just buy chocolate chips, and that way I can cook with them as well. I can bake with them, but I can do chocolate chips, and I can add peanut butter if I want to curb my sweet tooth, and jelly. Yes, jelly. I absolutely love eating jelly from a spoon, not normal jelly. I do elderberry jelly. It's not as sweet, but I'll just take a spoonful of that, and that is something I love eating. I don't really eat it on things very often. So that is my plans for this. So that's my grocery list for this week. It's looking delicious. It's looking kind of healthy. I mean, there's unhealthy things on there for sure. But like I said, I like to mix. And so this list, like I said, plus or minus the chicken thighs, depending on the price. Last week, they were $5 and some change, and then tax. And it ended up being amazing because they were going to no longer be able to be sold on Monday. I bought them on Sunday, and I can either put them in my freezer and they're fine, or I cooked them that day, so they were perfectly fine, which is absolutely amazing. They were delicious, and because they weren't going to be able to be sold the next day, I got $2 off. So it was an amazing price for an amazing food that I ate on all week. To be honest, I still have one in my fridge. It is still good. I keep it in a sealed container. So that is my meal prep for this week. I'm going to show you once I get all the ingredients, how I'm going to prep them, which ones I'm going to make so they're ready and which ones I'm not. So that's kind of going to be what's going on there. And yeah, so that's my grocery list. I'm going to go to church and then I'll show you when I get back what my groceries look like. Hi guys, so I'm back from the grocery store. I'm in super casual clothes. It is currently like 25 degrees outside. So I went off my grocery list just a little bit. I did it, I think I got 10 items instead of 5, which is not good, but it were items that were on sale that I'm going to use for next week's meal. So I kind of had an idea when I went through my stuff what I was going to be using next week, and I was trying to do a week by week shop, but I found a few things that were on sale, and so I'm going to go through everything I got, explain what's for this week, what's for next week. So the first thing I bought was pretzels, and the pretzels were 99 cents. So that was amazing. I got this bag of spinach here. This is a large bag. This will actually last me 1 to 2 weeks for breakfast easily. And if I'm also using them for dinner, it can still last me over a week. Again, 1 to 2 weeks. And I paid $1.19 for this bag of spinach. Just dropped it there. And it has 8 ounces in it. Next, I did buy a can of corn. The corn was 49 cents. It's just whole kernel sweet corn. And of course, it's not going to focus there. Whole kernel sweet corn, 49 cents. I ended up going with this because you could get more in the frozen corn, but I cannot think of another recipe off the top of my head in the next few weeks that I'm going to be using corn, and so I just decided to buy the 1 can versus paying $3 for the bag, where I would have some left over, but at the end of the day, it just wasn't worth it. One item that I went off budget for is peach slices. I've really been craving these and I wasn't going to get them, but when I went by, I just couldn't help myself. And so this will be another snacky item, and they were 99 cents. I've got my receipt here. They are 99 cents. Next, I bought a jar of salsa. This is it is a 24 ounce jar of salsa. So that's a pretty good size. This will easily get me through more than this week's meals. I probably will not buy another one of these for at least a month if I eat the salsa consistently. And so the salsa I paid $1.89 for. Medium. They have mild and hot and all of those. I normally get the mild, but I decided to go with something different. The last item I got was the chicken. I went with thin sliced chicken breast. It was $4.75 for these chicken breasts. They're very good. They did have some chicken thighs on sale, but they were the all natural, never any brand, which are way more expensive. They were $10 for the same weight as this, and yes, it was $2 off, but it still was not as cheap as this. And this is a good chicken. There's nothing wrong with this chicken. It's very good, all natural meat. There's no added salt, no artificial flavors, and there's no added hormones. So I do try to get things without hormones in them. So this doesn't have any hormones, but it's still cheaper than the Never Any brand. So I got that. Now we go a little bit more off the list here. I got a fruit and veggie green smoothie blend. As you know, I have mixed berries to make a smoothie. This blend, though, was $2.99. These are normally around $4 to $5, and they were on sale. This is one of their special items. They always have mixed berries, they always have fruits, they always have like the strawberries or the blueberries or whatever, but this is an actual green smoothie blend, and they rotate through these. They rotate which ones they have for these, and so they don't always have this one. And because they were almost out of these and they want to bring in the new ones, they had these on sale for, I don't know the exact percentage off, but they had a sale on these. So I went ahead and bought one of these, and I am going to use this next week for my meal. So that's one item that caused me to go off a little bit. Another thing was crushed red pepper. After I did the video with you guys about and I mentioned the pretzels, I realized that I was out of crushed red pepper, and so I went ahead and bought more of those, and that was $1.19, and obviously this will last me so long, but I noticed I was out, and this is one of the ingredients that I like putting in with my spicy pretzels, which is what I wanted to make. Another item that I went off the list for was hot sauce, which was $1.99. And this is my favorite hot sauce. I'm very picky about my hot sauces. I like a cayenne pepper base versus other hot sauces I don't really like Tabasco and other bases, because this is cayenne and mainly vinegar, and so I really like that base. And so I was almost out of mine, and I did not have a backup, so I went ahead and picked this up. It wasn't on sale, it wasn't on my list, but when I went by I realized that I used the last of mine yesterday. And then the last thing that I got off my list I mentioned, and it was me saying that I don't buy avocados normally when they're out of season because they're more expensive and they don't look great. The avocados were priced low, and they're great avocados. They're not ripe yet, so I'll sit them on my counter and let them get ripe, so I won't be able to eat them right away. But I got 4 of these. 4 of them was $1.96. They were 49 cents a piece, and as you can see, they're not the biggest avocados, but they're not like really tiny either. So 49 cents for an avocado. I mean, I don't think you can get better than that personally, so I went ahead and got 4, and I figured if I take half of one for every meal, I can make this last easily through next week with these 4 avocados. But they were on sale for 49 cents. Normally they're around $1. I want to say a little higher than $1, but instead I got 4 for $1.96. So that is my grocery haul. I ended up paying $20.09, and there was 13 items. There's 13 items because of the 4 avocados, and it was, yeah, $20.09. Amazing price right here for that many items, and easily gonna get me through next week. Next week I will have to go to the store to get eggs, because I'm planning on making something with eggs, but I'd rather just get them next week, and normally on Sundays they're like 99 cents for 12. So yeah, so here is my grocery haul for this week. Absolutely amazing, and I will show you the meal prep later.